Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are in level 5. We saw Misra Nadai in the last class. We will continue with Misra Nadai in this class as well. Before I get into the class, I will start this class with a Tirukkural. Vaguttan, Vagutta Vagayallal, Kodi, Tuguttarkum, Tuitthal Aridu. What is the meaning of it? கோடிக்கணக்கான செல்வத்தை ஒருவன் முயன்று சேர்த்து வைத்தாலும் விதி இருந்தால்தான் அவனால் அதை அனுபவிக்க முடியும். Even if a person has accumulated enormous amount of wealth, only if the fate is in favor, he will be able to enjoy those wealth. With this good thought, I will enter into the class. We are now in level 5, and last class we saw Misra Nadai of how to go about it. Few interesting sequences, the basic sequences, and some set of phrases I taught you. As an extension of that, I will teach few more phrases what you can probably change as a last liner, and I'll teach you more concepts in Misra Nadai. Tanga din 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 tanga din din tanga tanga din din tanga din 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 tanga tataka. This tataka is itself a 7 phrase. It goes very well along with the Nadai itself. Next phrase I'm going to teach you is Kittataka Dina Dum Kittataka Dina, which is a combination of 6 and a 7. The 6 and 8, 6 and 8 makes it 14. That's the phrase. That's the phrase you have to use. So now you have to play this sequence. These are few more varieties. Now you get into a higher Madhyama Kala Misra Nadai phrase. How to transition that, we will see about it. We will now see Madhyama Kala phrase of Prayogams in Misra Nadai. The Madhyama Kala phrase is Takadimi Taka Takadimi Dimi Taka. The 14th syllable goes like Takadimi Taka Takadimi Dimi Taka Takadimi Taka Takadimi Dimi Taka. Each finger, as I told you, should have a 7 akshara split. Taka dimi taka is 6, taka dimi dimi taka is 8. So the second taka dimi dimi taka, the first tha should go along with this taka dimi taka. Then only it makes it 7. Taka dimi taka, taka dimi dimi taka, 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 tikka taka, tikka taka, taka dimi taka, taka dimi. That's the Madhyama Kala phrase or a sequence which you need to transition from the first speed. So That's the variety you have to play. So this is how you have to play, and I will teach you now I will express the way you have got to play. Tonga din 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 tonga din din tonga tonga din din tonga din 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 tonga taka dimi taka taka dimi dimi taka. That's the transition I'm making as a last liner. Then you have to reduce. Tonga din 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 tonga taka dimi dimi taka tonga din 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 tonga taka dimi taka dimi taka dimi taka dimi taka dimi taka dimi taka tala nita taka dimi taka dimi taka dimi taka dimi taka dimi taka dimi taka taka dimi dimi taka taka dimi taka taka dimi taka dimi taka taka dimi taka taka dimi taka taka dimi taka dimi taka taka dimi taka dimi taka dimi taka taka dimi taka That's how you should play. That's the way you're going to play this sequence. So this is the vanilla. Now I'll teach you some interesting concepts. Now let's take into the arithmetic part of it. We will build on some creative phrases. Tam, tatam, takatam, takitatam, takadinatam, tadikitatam, tadikitatam, tadikitatam. We will see how the construct goes. Tam, tatam, takatam, takitatam. So it is a 14 akshara. Tham is 2. Tatham 1 plus 2. Takatham 2 plus 2. Takitatham 3 plus 2. So when you add together, it's 14. So it perfectly fits into a Misra Chapatalam. Whenever you're doing a Misra Nadai, and if you're composing something, first check it out how it comes in Misra Chapatalam. Tam, tatam, takatam, takitatam. So it comes as 14 weight. Tam, tatam, takatam, takitatam. Can come in Misra Nadai in Aditalam. Tam, tatam, takatam, takitatam. Takadinatam, tadikitatam, 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 sings perfectly. Takadanatam, tadikitatam, so this you can make it as a korvai, which is a sequence, as a part of your Misra Nadai. Tam tatam takatam takitatam takadanatam tadikitatam 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 tatam takatam takitatam takadanatam tadikitatam tadikitatam tam tatam takatam takitatam takadanatam tadikitatam. So you can play this sequence. It's an arithmetic progression, and using this progression, you can play this. Or you can also come the reverse way. That's if you got the expertise, you can do that phrase. That is another variety. Now I will teach you another interesting korvai, simple korvai, using a base of Misra Nadai. Tadim, tadim, takadim, tadim, ketadim, tadim, takadadim, tadim. Each line you can play with a different variety. It's very interesting. So, tadim, tadim. So you can use all those varieties. The variety here is takadimi takita tadim tadim takadim tadim kitadim tadim takadimi takita. Takadimi takita. That's the phrase I'm using here. Tadim tadim takadim tadim kitadim tadim takadimi takita tadim tadim takadim tadim 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 takadimi takita tadim tadim takadim tadim tadim takadimi takita tadim tadim takadim tadim takadim tadim takadimi takita tadim tadim takadimi takita takadim tadim takadimi takita tadim takadimi takita takadimi takita takadimi takita takadimi takita dong tat takadimi takita dong tat tat takadimi takita dong tadikita dong tadikita dong tadikita takadimi takita dong tat takadimi takita dong tat takadimi takita dong tadikita dong tadikita dong tadikita takadimi takita dong tat takadimi takita dong tat takadimi takita dong tadikita dong tadikita dong tadikita. That's tadikkidatum for each time it pushes after 1. Tadikkidatum, tadikkidatum, tadikkidatum. 1 plus 6 is 7. Tadikkidatum, 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 takadimi takita, takadimi takita. That's how it's structured. So it's a simple chord, right? Takadimi takita thong, tat takadimi takita thong, tat tat takadimi takita thong. Then that's the chord. Okay? This is another idea. Now, let's get into a different concept. Duntadin duntatin dong is 5, is 9. So 5 and a 9 you can use as a sequence. As you can use it as a trendsetter to make a Misra Nadai sequence. Practice this separately so that you get into the flow of tadin tadin takadin tadin 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 takadin tadin. You used as a single beat sequence. Now here you are doing a couple of 7 phrases together. Duplets, I would say, duplets of 7, which is dantadin tattatin dong is a 14. Dantadin dantatin dong. Dun dun dat din dong dun da din dun dat din dong dun da din dun dat din dong da din dun dat din dong dun da din dun dat din dong dun da din dun dat din dong dun da din dun dat din dong da din dun dat din dong dun da din dun dat din dong da din dun dat din dong dun da din dun dat din dong tak dik dun dun da da din dun dat din dong tak dik dun dun da da din dun dat din dong tak dik dun dun da dun dun da ta ta dun dun da ta ta dun dun da Tagatum tadikata gadaga, tagatum tadikata tagatum tadikata gadaga, tagatum tadikata tagatum tadikata tagatum tadikata dundong gada, tata dundong gada, tata dundong gada, tagatum tadikata gadaga, tagatum tadikata tagatum tadikata gadaga, tagatum tadikata tagatum tadikata tagatum tadikata gada, dundong gadaga, tata dundong gadaga, tata dundong gadaga, tagatum tadikata gadaga, tagatum tadikata tagatum tadikata gadaga, tagatum tadikata tagatum tadikata gada. There's a beautiful chord way. Tak dun dong taha is a 12 akshara. Tat is 2. Then it comes for 14. Ta dun dong daga tat. Until then you get for the 2 fingers. Tak dun dong daga tat tak dun dong daga. So that if you look at the split, I want you to do the homework here. If I explain, it doesn't make any sense. I want you to work on it. Tak dun dong daga. Tathak dundong gutaha, tadit tak dundong gutaha. Tak dundong is 8, taha is 4, tat is 2. So these are all the break. Tadit is 4. So if you draw the line for each of the 7 or 14, you will come to know where it lands. tak dun dum da ga, ta tak dun dum da ga, ta tik tak dun dum da ga. It sits there. Then takitadum tatikata da ga, takitadum tatikata takitadum tatikata da ga, takitadum tatikata takitadum tatikata takitadum tatikata dum tatikatadum is the final way you get it. The variety is 10 plus 5, 20 plus 5 and 30. That's a combination. 10 plus 5, 20 plus 5 and 30. That's how you get into 70 matras. Totally it's 70. The 70 is divided by 7 is 10 beats. That's why it comes from here. 1, 2 and plus 8 is 10 beats. 10 into 7 is 70. The way it's structured is 10 plus 20 plus 30. 10, 20, 30, 60. In between you give 5, 5 carveries and it makes it 70. So whenever you are doing a Misra Nadai, when I teach you a Korvai, you ensure that it fits in Misra Chapadala. So the way you want to check it, or it goes like this. Ta dun dum guta, ta ta dun dum guta, ta di ta dun dum guta, ta kita dum ta dikita to ta ga, ta kita dum ta dikita to ta kita dum ta dikita to ta ga, ta kita dum ta dikita to ta kita dum ta dikita to ta kita dum ta dikita to ta. Perfectly it sits on Mr. Chopper, so it's a perfect candidate for a Mr. Nadai cover. So this is one of the variety of playing a Misra Nadai with a flamboyance. So I will with these ideas. So the base idea is din tat tadim tat tat tadim tat tat tadim tat tat tadim sequence. I taught you what are all the phrases you can play. Then I taught you tong din 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 tong din din tong din din. In that there are a set of phrases. Takadina tadiketa dum. Talangita takadina tadiketa dum. Takadina dum tadiketa dum. Takita dum tadiketa dum. Tadiketa tataga tadiketa dum. Tatakadina dum tatakadina dum. Then kita takadina dum kita takadina. Then I transition into Madhyamagala phrase of Misra Nadai. Tintat tang din 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 tang din din tang tang din din tang din 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 tang takadimi taka. Then you extended use that as a base and start playing with that as a base. Takadimi taka 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 takadimi. Then we played a small chorway. Then we played that chorway. Then I taught you an arithmetic of the progression. Tham tatam takatam takitatam takadam tadikatakatam 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 dikatakatam dikatakatam tatam takatam takitatam takadam tadikatakatam tadikatakatam dikatakatam 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 tattadin 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 tattadin. You can also play a reverse way. Tadikatakatam tadikatakatam takadalam takitatam takatam tatam tam tadikatakatam dikatakatam dikatakatam tadikatakatam takadalam takitatam takatam tatam tam tadikatakatam dikatakatam dikatakatam tattadin. Can do the reverse way as well. The last tadikatakatam tadikatakatam dikatakatam tadikatakatam tattadim 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 tadikatakatam dikatakatam tadikatakatam tattadim tattadim tattadim. You can use a midpoint of 7 and use the base of 5 and a 9. 5, 7, 9 is also a crescendo. You can also use that 9, 7, 5. Use as a midpoint. You can use that phrase to build your Misra Nadai. These are all the ideas. And I also taught you from there, you can also play a reverberant phrase of So 5 and 9, when you are playing as a sequence, if you have the energy and the power, is Madhyamagala phrase is 5. Takadimi 4. Takadimi is again 5. 5, 4, 5 is again 14. use the phrase alone and then build it. And then you can use a different variety towards the last line to make it more interesting. So I want you to go with these concepts and try to build yourself, establish, ensure that you have the 7 track perfect with all these exercises and practices. I'll see you in the next class with more interesting chorways in Misra Nadai. Until then, I'll sign off with the Tirukkural. துறப்பார்மன் துப்புரவு இல்லார் உடற்பால ஊட்டாக் கழியும் எனின். What is the meaning of it? மேலான செல்வம் இருந்தும் தீவினைக்கு உள்ளானவர்கள் இன்பம் பெறாமல் துறவரத்தை நாடி செல்வர். Even if a person has got a lot of wealth, if they are bound to suffer, they will not be able to enjoy those wealth and they will get into the path of renunciation. That's what Thiruvallur mentions in this Tirukkural. With this good thought, I am winding up this class. I will see you in the next class with more perspectives of more core ways what needs to be played in Misra Nadai. Until then, Puvanur Arveyer signing off.